Hello everybody, welcome to Guidancee Education channel. We will see the topic that is discussed in this video. We are continuing class 11 physics, motion in a straight line. We will do a numerical problem. Please watch the video completely so that you get all points cleared. And if you think the video is useful, do like the video, share the video with your friends, and also leave your feedbacks as comments in the comment box below. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, do subscribe it now and also press the bell button and all button for notification of more videos like this. Thank you very much. Let us right away start solving this problem. Let us go through the problem. The problem consists of 6 sub-questions. A ball A is dropped from rest from the top of a tower of 100-meter height. At the same time, a ball B is projected from the ground surface with a velocity of 25 meters per second. A. When will the balls meet? B. What will be their direction? That is, when they meet. C. When will the ball B reach the ground? D. What will be the maximum height reached by the ball B? E. What will be the distance covered by ball A and B when they meet? And F. What will be the time taken by ball A and B to reach ground surface? We will solve these questions one by one, though not in the same order. By the time these questions are answered, you will get all concepts clear regarding calculations in connection with free fall and also projection of an object vertically upward. This video will be a little bit long, but do not skip the video. Watch the video completely so that you get all questions clear. The height of the tower is 100 meters. Ball A is dropped from the top of the tower from rest. It moves in the downward direction. Simultaneously, ball B is projected upward. Initial velocity of ball A, that is UA, is equal to 0 because it is released from rest. Initial velocity of ball B, UB, is equal to 25 meters per second. The two balls are moving in vertical direction. One is moving downward and the other is moving upward. So their acceleration A will be equal to acceleration due to gravity, which is a constant, and it is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Let us suppose the two balls meet at a point x, that is x meters, from top of the tower. So the position of A and B when they meet will be, for A it will be x meters and for B it will be 100 minus x meters. The first question is when they will meet. All we have to do is just find out when ball A will be at x. For this we have to first calculate the distance x and then calculate the time taken by A in order to cover x meters. In the case of an object falling freely, S is equal to ut plus half gt square because A is equal to positive g. U is equal to 0, therefore ut becomes 0. So this equation gets reduced to half gt square. Substituting for the value of g, we get half 9.8 t square, which is equal to 4.9 t square. So x equal to s is equal to 4.9 t square. We can take this as our first equation. We have not yet calculated the value of t. So we simply leave this as x is equal to 4.9 t square. Now we will find out the value of 100 minus x. That is the position of B. B is moving upward. So its acceleration will be negative g. So 100 minus x is equal to ut minus half gt square. U is equal to 25. So 25t minus half into 9.8 into t square, which will be equal to 25t minus 4.9 t square. This is our second equation. To get the magnitude of x, that is the displacement of A, add equation 1 and 2. We have to first add up the left hand side and then add up the right hand side. So x plus 100 minus x is equal to 4.9 t square plus 25t minus 4.9 t square. On the left hand side, the positive x and negative x get cancelled and what remains is 100 is equal to, on the right hand side, 4.9 t square and negative 4.9 t square get cancelled. What remains is only 25t. So 100 is equal to 25t. So t is equal to 100 by 25 equal to 4 seconds. So we may say they meet after 4 seconds, but we need the distance. For that, we substitute the time t in equation 1. That is, x is equal to 4.9 into t square. Now becomes x is equal to 4.9 into 4 square, which is equal to 78.4 meter. So we will note it, x is equal to 78.4 meter. So answer for first question marked A. They will meet at 4 seconds at 78.4 meter down the tower. Now question B. What will be their direction? That is when they meet. From the diagram it is quite clear that ball B is quite near 78.4 meters down the tower. So will it take 4 seconds to reach 78.4 meters? That is the problem. So in order to clear this, we have to find the maximum height that it can reach. So we will first answer section D. What will be the maximum height reached by B? The initial velocity of ball B is 25 meter per second, and at maximum height its velocity will be, that is final velocity V will be equal to 0. Since it is moving in the upward direction, its acceleration is equal to negative g, equal to negative 9.8 meter per second square. We will use the formula v square is equal to u square plus 2as, which becomes v square is equal to u square minus 2gs, equal to u square is 25 square minus 2 into 9.8 into s. V square is equal to 0. So negative 25 square is equal to negative 2 into 9.8 s. So s is equal to 25 square, 625, divided by 2 into 9.8, which will be equal to 31.88 meter in the upward direction. This ball is moving in the upward direction. So it can move to a distance of 31.88 meter up the ground surface. But the question is whether it will meet this ball A while it is moving in the upward direction. In order to verify this, we have to find out the time taken for reaching this maximum height 31.88 meter. We will use the formula V is equal to U plus AT, which becomes U minus GT. At maximum height, V is equal to 0. Therefore, negative U is equal to negative GT. Substituting the values, negative 25 meter per second is equal to negative 9.8 into T. So T is equal to 25 upon 9.8, which is equal to 2.55 second. From this you can understand that the ball B travels a height of 31.88 meter only in 2.55 seconds. We have already seen that the balls meet at 4 seconds. So it is quite clear that in the upward journey, ball B will not meet ball A. Ball B has to travel for 1.45 seconds more in order to meet the ball A. At 2.55 seconds, it has reached the maximum height. Now, for the remaining 1.45 seconds, it has to move down. Now, let us see how much distance this ball B will travel in 1.45 seconds in the downward direction and whether that point will coincide with x, that is 78.4 meter down the tower. Since now the ball is moving in the downward direction, S is equal to ut plus half at square, that is ut plus half gt square. Its initial velocity, that is when it is at maximum height, that initial velocity becomes 0. So ut becomes 0. So S is equal to half 9.8 into t square, which is equal to 9.8 divided by 2 into t square, that is 4.9 into t square. Substituting the value of time 1.45 second, we get 4.5 into 1.45 square. That will be equal to 10.3 meter. When the ball travels 31.88 meter in the upward direction, it will be at 68.12 meter from the top downward. So after reaching the maximum height, when it travels 10.3 meters downward direction, the total becomes 78.42. Now the two balls are at the same position. After 4 seconds, they meet. So the answer for question B, that is what will be their direction when they meet. That question has the answer. They are moving in the same direction, that is in the downward direction. We also have the answer for section D, that is what will be the maximum height reached by B. The maximum height reached by B will be equal to 31.88 meter in the upward direction. Now section E. What is the total distance traveled by A and B when they meet? A has traveled 78.4 meter down the tower and B has traveled 31.88 meter up the tower and 10.3 meter down the tower. The total is equal to 42.18 meter. We have to find the answer for section C and F. Section C. When will the ball B reach the ground? And the answer is ball B will reach only after ball A has reached. We can understand this only by applying Galileo's law of odd numbers for freely falling bodies. As per the law, the distance covered by a freely falling body in equal intervals of time bears a ratio of odd numbers, that is 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7 is to etc. for successive equal intervals of time. So for the entire duration of 4 seconds, the ball A is traveling downward and reaches the point X, that is 78.4 meter. By that time, it would have covered distances in the ratio 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7 for the first 4 seconds. After the first 4 seconds, when it reaches the time, it will be covering more distances per second. In the case of ball B, it is experiencing free fall only after reaching a height of 31.88 meter up the ground or 68.12 meter down the top of the tower. It takes only 1.45 seconds to reach 78.4 meter, and the ratio in which it covers the distance will be only 1 is to 3. So after 78.4 meter, in the next second, ball A will cover greater distance, whereas ball B will cover only less distance. If you have not watched my video on Galileo's law of odd numbers, click the I button in order to watch that. Then this answer will be more clear for you. Now question F. What is the total time taken by two balls to reach ground? I have worked out the problem and written all steps there. So first thing is we will find out the time taken by ball A and then the time taken by ball B to reach the ground in its vertical motion. And we find that ball A takes only 4.5 seconds to reach the ground, But ball B takes 2.55 seconds to reach the maximum height and again 2.5 seconds to reach the ground from the maximum height. That is total comes to 5.05 seconds. That is B takes more time. This answer supports our answer for section C. If you think the video was of use to you, like the video, share the video with your friends and also leave your feedbacks as comments in the comment box below. If you have not subscribed my channel, do subscribe my channel now and also press the bell button and all button for notification of more videos like this. Thank you very much. We will meet in the next video with another important topic like this. Till then, bye. Take care.